Hey, this is Birdie Bardot, and you're watching OCML's Artist Spotlight.
Shout out my lungs on empty interstates. Till I shout out my lungs on empty.
I was always inspired by music at a young age. I loved musicals when I was a kid, and I was like 4, and I got into music lessons, voice lessons, early on. I think about 4 or 5, I started enrolling in lessons, so I learned at a really early age. And I think I've always been involved in music since then, school, obviously, college, and then after college, just getting into any music I can find. Really just voice lessons. As a kid, I tried to pick up a little bit of piano. I think I really got into picking up instruments later on when I was, out here in San Diego. I took guitar lessons and taught myself organ and piano. So it's just a means to write. So I thought it was necessary to kind of have that musical training, as far as the guitar at least was really helpful. So yeah, I took up guitar for quite a few years. It was really fun. So many mainstream artists I picked up early on, I think, were a lot of the yearbacks, like Elastica and Blur at the time. When they came out, I really loved and started a lot of that rock and roll influence. Then obviously gravitating towards old 60s stuff and Tina Turner and old soul, I think, is what I picked up a lot of, and I still listen to this day. I'm always trying to find old artists from the 60s, some obscure or some mainstream I've never heard of, and then kind of gravitate towards that. In Birdie Bardot, we have a great lineup of musicians from the Redwoods. We've got Jake Nager on the drums, Matt Malarius on guitar, Dylan Casey on lead guitar. We've got Al Howard on percussion, and obviously the lyricist for all the Birdie songs. Daniel Schrader on keys, and Jason Littlefield on the bass. The Redwoods, I was fortunate enough to be involved with in the beginning when they were creating it. And at first it started with local musicians in San Diego kind of coming together to collaborate to write, and then it quickly kind of picked up into forming different bands, Birdie Bardot, and obviously Rebecca Jade and the Cold Fact, and Cardinal Moon, and Danny Bell and the Terrorists, and Midnight Pine, where we had this collective of musicians that were collaborating, writing for each act, and kind of creating this scene all of its own. And obviously we do videos, and we do recording, and they do a little bit of everything. So it's just like this one hub to kind of springboard and do all these creative projects. It actually started back in the New Kinetics days. Obviously Birdie Bardot is my stage name, and I thought it was very reflective of my personality. And when we started collaborating with the Redwoods, we were trying to come up with a band name for this new project, this like soul and like melodic project. And we were going through a lot of different ideas, and they just said, let's call it Birdie Bardot, because it's the focal point, and we love the name, and it's catchy, and that's what stuck. I would say don't take no for an answer, and if you love something, not only do it regardless, but work hardest at your craft, and know your limitations, but try to push yourself, and obviously work with others. I think it's really good. It's beneficial as an artist to not only just create on your own, but collaborate with other people, get into the scene, get influenced by your friends and what's going on, be observant of what's going on around you, and put that into whatever you're working on, whatever project you're on. But definitely don't let the naysayers kind of just put you down. I think the most important thing is if you love something, keep doing it and keep true to yourself. So if you want to get a hold of the Birdie Bardot album, we are on Spotify. We sell locally in San Diego at our shows all the time. We used to have vinyl, might not have that much left, and CDs, but you can find us online at theredwoodsmusic.com, on Facebook, Birdie Bardot, or our Instagram, I think, is Bardot Birdy. And we always have updates on our upcoming shows on there, so you'll know where to find us if you just check us out on Facebook. My favorite part of performing, it's always, it's a lot of work, you have shows and you have to get places and kind of always be on, whether you're feeling great or you're tired, but I think what I get out of it is after every performance, after putting all that effort into our live show, kind of just interacting with people there. I get a lot of feedback from our fans and from people that are just really appreciative of the work that we're doing. And everywhere that I go, I meet new people that have something to say about how they really enjoy the music or like. Thanks so much for watching Birdie Bardot. This has been OCML's Artist Spotlight, and you can catch us on Facebook, Birdie Bardot.